Hi, everyone, and welcome to your reading. We're going to do a pick a card reading, and this is going to be messages from your ancestors. So hopefully they can come in and join us, especially during these crazy times we're going through right now. So I'm going to shuffle here, and we're going to lay out 3 cards for you to choose one that resonates with you. All right, so we've got the field, and I'll hold these up so you can see them a little better because some of these have pretty small image on them. We've got the field, the harp, and we've got Torc. Okay. So these are our 3 cards, and the pile that you pick will be the ancestors that are going to come in for you. That's going to be the message most related for you. So there's the field. It says work, daily labor, the world, or the workplace. A little bit hard to read even for me looking at it. Harp is leisure, creativity, and artistry. And we have Torc, which is wealth, money matters, and status. Now these also have numbers on them. This is 24, 39, and 36. But kind of go with whatever one feels right. And then I am going to lay some crystals with it. So the crystals might help you choose as well. Maybe the number, the colors, something's going to jump out at you here. Okay, we've got blue lace agate for card 1, the field. We have rhodochrosite for pile 2. And we have, this is a raw garnet. So it's actually a dark red garnet, like a rhodolite in its raw form. So go ahead and take a moment and pick a card, and then I will meet you back and we will lay your cards out. Okay, so here we go. You have picked the field, pile 1, and the blue lace agate for messages from your ancestors, and we'll see what we've got here and what they want to say to you. So sometimes, like I said, the numbers will relate. Okay, so we're going to pull up these 2 cards first. We've got your oracle cards here, and we're going to pull these 2 cards first. So we've got engineer, and we've got magical child. So this is for ancestors, people on the other side that have crossed over. So you're going to kind of choose the person that kind of relates to this. So this can be a person that is an actual engineer. Maybe they were in that career in their lifetime, or it's somebody that thinks like an engineer, very mechanical or mental, like minded, logical minded, that type of thing. Or it could be a person that's very magical, childlike. So somebody that's just a beautiful person inside, has an air of maybe even innocence about them, or loves you like a child would, like pure love, that type of thing. So this could be 2 people coming in for you, or one or the other there that, get this camera to focus here. Bought a new camera and I'm just not real wild about it. There, it's focusing. Okay. And then we're going to lay out the rest of your oracle cards here, but see if these resonate with you for a person. And we have the interact and relate. This is community, family, traditions card. I might actually turn on another light. Maybe that'll help the camera focus. And we have connect with water, ocean, water spirits, and hydrate. And these are ancestor cards, oracle cards I'm using here. And I will have links if you want to purchase any of these decks. If they're still available, I'll have a link in the show notes for you. And then their message for you is, I am not dead. So interact and relate. So this is telling me this person, whether it's these two, one of these two people, or somebody else has come to mind for you. They've been trying to contact you, let you know they're still there. Maybe they lived near the water, or you visited them near water, or they like to go on vacation where there was water. I am not dead. So that is usually when a soul crosses over and they want to let you know they're still here. Sometimes it feels like the ones that come in strongest during a session are those that still feel like you're not quite sure they're still around. They don't feel good about whether you believe they're still there or not. You know, you may still be on the fence, or they've been trying to get your attention. You're not catching it when they're there. So that's the sense I get from this. I also get kind of a grandmother feel from this card here. And maybe you were a child when this person passed and this was a grandmother. So you're a grandchild or a grandfather. This feels like it could be either. So since this is a general reading for a lot of people, you're going to have to pick out the clues and the things that are jumping out to you that resonate with you. And that will be that person getting this message to you. And I can have multiple people come in at once. So for sure, your person is here. If there was somebody you were wanting to talk with, this is family. So this could also be mother-child or grandmother-child, father-child. So it does feel like somebody in your close family, at least one of these people is. This also could be a friend for some of you, or somebody that you worked with. Typically a male, although there are female engineers, but this tends to be a more masculine attribute of the logical, mental, career type path that a masculine energy would choose. And that could be a male or female. We're not talking about gender here. We're talking about the way the person thinks or acts. So male energy is very spatial, mechanical, and it's more of an active energy, and a feminine energy is more receptive. So you could even look at these two cards as feminine, masculine here. So this would be like a more feminine energy at the bottom. So I'm going to pause this just for a second because I want to adjust my lighting and see if that helps with this camera. Okay, so I just adjusted it. Hopefully that will give you a better picture. All right, so let's look at these a little more. With the 24 here, this could be the age of the person when they passed, or it could be how many years ago they passed, or maybe it was your age when this person died. So we're also going to roll the dice here. We've got a 6. I feel like I'm supposed to roll it again. So maybe 62 is a number, or a 6 and a 2 that could relate to this. This could also be birthdays, 24th of the month. So if you're really vibing to this pile 1, I would write down those numbers and they might make sense to you later, especially if you're getting an idea of who this may be. This person feels like they like the outdoors. They like to garden or do things, or maybe even hike or travel, but they really had a passion for life. This child card, and this card felt like somebody that was I'm getting two types of people with that card, very dependable and reliable and good person. And then I'm getting kind of a cold, manipulative person also. So again, whichever one's going to relate to you, but very connected to this person. It does feel like somebody that you knew. So it's not like a grandparent or great grandparent that was dead before you arrived. They did, with him touching the shoulder there, that always says to me, like, this is somebody that knew you. You were alive at the same time and connected with you. So I get the feeling this person would really like to communicate this message, that they're not dead, and would like to connect with you, because we have connect and we have interact, relate. So this person is really trying to reach out. They know that you think about them a lot. We also have work, daily labor, and the workplace here for the field. So that also gives me that sense that maybe this was somebody you worked with. For some of you, this could be a coworker or a boss or somebody that you met at work. Somebody also that liked to work. I feel like both of these types like to work. Now, this could also feel like somebody may have lost a child that's watching, and we have the children in the cards here, and the mother, like we were saying, a mother child or parent child, father child. I do feel like this, if this is a child that's coming to you and that you're missing, this child is really just a beautiful soul, but with other children, and is able to be a child, and is growing up on the other side, or has been able to grow up on the other side and experience connectedness with others. But I kind of like this water spirits with magical here. It's almost like fairy feeling with a fairy looking soul here. So I want to say that this child feels part of your soul family anyway. So if you have lost a child, they're still really strongly connected with you. Now, let's see if there's any other things they want to say about themselves. I do kind of feel like if this person, either one of these, or if it's someone else that you lost and they liked being around the water, they would like you to go to the water and think about them and just sit and let it calm you. I also feel like if you have somebody's ashes, they are wanting you to spread them, maybe in the water, and say something, or in a field, or wherever they were requesting, or somewhere that you thought they would really like. This even feels to me like, oh, and does look like he's gardening here with this person that likes to garden. So it also feels like maybe if they have a grave site, bury the ashes if you haven't, or go to the grave. And that would be a really good place to talk with them, because it's kind of like a point on the earth where they're connected to. So make a visit. If you have been visiting, they have been there. So I would say if you haven't been paying attention, the next time that you do go to the cemetery or wherever the last place you were with them. So if you weren't there when they were buried, or you don't have their ashes, going to the place where it was your place, or where you met them, or like a special place for you and them, or for them, go to one of these places and pay attention. I think you're going to see something like a bird, or something that's there that's going to grab your attention, and it's going to be them. Because I feel like for those of you that have picked pile 1, the people you've lost, the particular ones coming up right here, are still trying to let you know that they're around. So it feels like go to this special location and they're going to let you know that. Okay, so let's lay out your tarot cards that we have. And these are going to be a message for you from them. So we have Apprentice of Pipes. This is the Medicine Woman Tarot. I don't know what we're going to get here, but we got 4 stones. Oh, nice. Healing, which is the Strength card in this deck. 10 of Bowls, family again. So this is somebody connected to you as a family member, or somebody that has felt they feel like family. So this is happiness. It feels like they've connected with other family members or friends on the other side. This is a card of celebration. Your souls cannot be separated. Healing, strength. So whatever they were going through when they passed, they have healed. But this is also a message for you. So they would really like you to celebrate life. They would like you to really connect with your family. If you haven't been, if you don't have family left behind, they want you to start connecting with others. And we have this connect word again. It's like, find some people that feel like family to you and that you can care about and that will care about you, and enjoy your life. Live your life. Live it for them if you have to. Okay, so Apprentice of Pipes. This feels like a dancer type person or a shape-shifting type energy. And there is a bird. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a bird in the background that she's kind of shape-shifting into or mimicking, which to me, again, kind of feels like maybe you'll see a bird or you'll see something that lets them know, it lets you know they're still there. Some people say a lot of times cardinals are a sign that it's your loved one's with you. If a cardinal goes out of its way to let you, to make you aware of its presence. But also, you know, if you live somewhere where there aren't cardinals, but you could see a cardinal in a book or on TV or something that catches your eye, or any bird. Birds are messengers. But this also feels like get moving more, maybe do some dance, stretching, yoga, something, help your body. You need to get flowing, because to move towards happiness, you got to bring the body with you. So this is like, get moving if you're not moving. 4 of Stones, take care of yourself, take care of your finances, your security. I kind of feel like with some of you, this person's left something behind for you, either monetarily or an object or something. This person in the picture here is actually handling some, what looks like jewelry maybe, or stones or something. So, and there's a bag here, like there's something that's been left behind, maybe a necklace that they gave you or that makes you think of them. I'm also seeing letter M here on this pot, which could also be a W that might be connected to them, the 4 also. So we do have, this card doesn't have a number, but we do have a 4, an 8, and a 10. So a lot of numbers coming up. This has a rainbow in it. It's interesting with the animals. And this card in tarot, the 10, typically has a rainbow in it, the 10 of Cups. It's called 10 of Bowls here. But so these rainbows, which let me know like the promise of happiness coming for you, emotional happiness, especially healing. So this could be emotional healing, physical healing, but it also feels like a dual message, you know, that they're healed in those areas, bodily and emotionally, all of that. This also can make me think of Rainbow Bridge with the animals and the rainbow. So you might have lost a pet here. It does feel like dog and cat. There is a bear here, but it feels like, and there's also a bird. There's some more in the background, but it does feel like a pet coming through, and also possibly animal guides coming through. But so pay attention to your security, your strength. We'll see each other again. I'm not dead. Family happiness, family reunion coming. matter what your beliefs are, if you believe this is a matrix, we all will get out of here at some point and be in a happier place. We're going to go back to the real world, you know, where it's like this beautiful, beautiful paradise world. And this kind of feels like the sense that they have. So they would like you to bring more of this into your life, nature, animals, or something that makes you happy, something that makes you feel supported. And eating like a healing diet or herbs or something like that, that help you, and getting moving. So they're concerned a little bit about your stability, but they know you'll be fine. They just ultimately want you to be happy here, which is a really nice message. So thank you so much, pile 1. That was your message from your ancestors and those that have crossed over. And I would love your comments. If any of this resonated or brought to mind a person that you have lost, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. If you'd like a more personal reading specific to you, I do offer those on my website, so there'll be links in the show notes. And I thank you so much for being here. Okay, so welcome, pile 2. You chose the beautiful rhodochrosite, which is a love stone, loving yourself. This has a really interesting back to it. And you also chose the harp, which is a 39. Makes me kind of think of somebody that was musical or either played music or loved music. We have 2 cups here. It makes me feel like 2 of cups. So I get a sense that the person that's going to come in for you is a soulmate type, meaning you've had multiple past lives with this person and very strongly connected to them on a lot of levels. So for some of you watching, this could be the case. Now I'm going to lay out cards. All these cards will be in the show notes. If you are interested in picking up the deck, if it's still available, I'll have the link where you can find it. But this is going to be for several people. So you're going to pick out what resonates with you, what is jumping out at you, and to pick up the person and who's coming in here for you. So we're going to lay out your oracle cards first. And we're going to start with these 2. So we have the detective. And we have the poet. So detective and poet with the harp. So this could be a type of person, like 2 different people here. So maybe you have a detective type coming in or a poet type, or maybe both of these types coming in. Could be something completely different as well. I do feel like this person might be more of a romantic connection for you. So maybe they're not necessarily a poet, but you've lost maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, somebody like that. So poet is going to be somebody that has a very poetic soul. They don't necessarily have to write poetry, but maybe they write music lyrics with the harp here. So maybe they're a songwriter or a singer that sings lyrics. Maybe they're a writer, and but they have kind of a soul of a poet or a philosopher, that type. This type up here is a little bit different, detective. So this is the type of person that kind of ferrets out everybody's secrets. Nothing gets past them. You know, this reminds me maybe a mother where she says, you know, I've got eyes in the back of my head. I'm watching you. That type of person coming in here. So somebody that's very sharp, doesn't miss anything, is able to root out mysteries, maybe the mysteries of life, that type of thing. So this is the 2 types of persons or people coming in. All right, so let's lay out the rest of your oracle cards And this is the Ancestor, what's the name of this deck? I forgot. Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards. We have Courage. And we have Get into Nature. It's very interesting. So I'm also going to roll the dice here. So we have a 39. So we have a 1. I feel like that's a month, and a 4. So this could be maybe a month and a day, or maybe they were 14, or maybe they were 41 when they passed, or 39, or maybe this has to do with your age. But if you're getting pile 2 really strongly, I would write down these numbers. And if more than one pile is resonating, of course, you can go watch the others. But all right, so this is their message for you from Spirit is don't be afraid. So I don't know if this person leaving left you afraid of death, left you afraid of how am I going to live now without them here, these types of things. They're saying don't be afraid. You're going to be taken care of. Everything's going to be fine. I know we're living in very scary times, so this could be something in terms of that. I also kind of get a sense, maybe for some of you, this is a person that's tried to contact you maybe at night when you're in bed and you're a little more quiet, and they're saying, don't be afraid that I'm here. You know, I might be trying to get your attention, but they're not really necessarily saying that with this card. So this gives me the sense that maybe you already know they're around. Maybe you kind of believe they are, but you're just not ready to talk with them yet. So that could be the case also. All right, so for this Have Courage card at the top, it's Strength, Fearlessness, and Warrior. So it's really interesting that we have fear mentioned here as fearlessness and don't be afraid, warrior, strength. And that's kind of interesting because pile 1, we had a strength card, the tarot card Strength come up. And this is an oracle card, but we also have Get into Nature, Coexistence, Gather, Limit Waste. So this, to me, let's just look at it all together here. I do feel like this has brother energy here, or sibling, could be sister or brother is what these cards feel like. So it could have been maybe somebody that nosed into your business. I had a lot of siblings, but you know, you still love them. This is a loving connection. Maybe somebody that watched out for you or watched over you. And now with them gone, it's like you feel this fear, but they're saying that you have such incredible inner strength and that you are a warrior spirit. And they may have been a warrior for you, but now is your time to step up. So let's look a little bit more here. I kind of get a sense with maybe one of the people that are coming through, they might have had a special song that they gave to you, or you had your song. If it's a romantic pairing, especially. I also feel like, and maybe they did write you some poetry that they may not necessarily write otherwise. So I do feel also for some of you, this is not necessarily a sibling. This is also, like I was saying, could be a spouse. I feel like it was somebody that was a little bit of an activist or got out and was active with causes or spoke out. Especially maybe with nature, because it does say get into nature. This feels like somebody maybe that was concerned about animal rights or that type of thing, or adopting animals and supporting that. But also somebody that felt very grounded, like a person that was very down to earth or real. So one of these people feels that way. And even a poet can be that way as well. Okay, so we specifically have, though, what really just jumps out is have courage, don't be afraid, but also this feeling of leisure, creativity, artistry, poetry, get in nature, like get in touch with your soul and its message and the higher or larger meaning of life. Why are we here? What connects us all? But it does feel like this person really was concerned about your safety or vice versa when they were alive, and maybe they had to stand up for you or something at times. But this also could be a brother in the sense of a good friend that feels like a brother from a different mother or something like that. It doesn't have to be a sibling. This also could be, I feel like maybe for one of you, it might be an uncle that is like a brother to one of your parents, maybe your mother. So your mother's uncle could be here in addition to these people. So you could have more than one person showing up here. But this just feels like you're protected, you're safe, you've got a lot of energy and ancestors around you that are going to step in and that are watching out for you. So just be who you are, sing or speak your special message to the world, and the love that they say is in your heart, that they know is there, they've seen it. And they have a lot of love for you still. That will not go away. So don't be afraid, you haven't lost them. So these, the tarot cards here are going to be a message for you. We have 4 of pipes, 2 of bowls, 3 of bowls, 6 of bowls. Wow. All these love cards coming up. So there was definitely a lot of love here. If for some reason this person couldn't express it when they were alive, they feel it now. But these are all very positive cup cards. So cups or bowls. And again, this is soulmates, like a romantic pairing, this 2 of bowls. So this does feel like, and sitting right here with these 2 doves, like lovebirds. So it does feel like a partner that you've lost for some of you, somebody that you married or lived with them building this house here. But it also feels like family members that you shared space with. And again, I just keep getting that sibling feeling. I'm also getting a grandmother feeling from this card. And that, so there's more than one member of your family on the other side, possibly, if this is a sibling, or if it's a friend that feels like a sister or a brother, their family is over there on the other side for them. But this message is also for you. So this is saying there's going to be reasons to celebrate coming up, maybe 3 months. And if you are alone, there's a soulmate coming in. So partnership, or a soulmate coming in like a friend or business partner, somebody that you really connect with. And it's going to be a really happy union. It's going to bring a lot of joy to you. You also have 6 of bowls or 6 of cups here. So this is people from past lives coming into your life in the future, or people that you haven't seen in a while coming back in, including this person. I feel like they visit you a lot. So, so be open to that if you're not, that they might be trying to get your attention. This is saying like what you've saved for you're going to make happen. If you're saving to buy a house, you're going to have it. Buying or selling a house or a place to live, it's a better place to live where you feel more secure. Or if you're buying property or homes or things, more security and abundance coming from that, real estate, that type of thing. And it just feels like an overall really nice message here. A lot of love coming in your future, and definitely celebration. This might be something with the family, a family event coming up, such as a birth of a child or a marriage is what that card typically means. And I kind of feel like it's what it's talking about here too. Also, I feel like maybe for one of you, this person's birthday is coming up very soon. So either in a few days, or maybe this person was born during the month of March. That's what this kind of feels like with this 3. But you do have a 4, a 2, a 3, and a 6 here. So those might mean something for you. All right, so thank you so much for letting me read for you, Pile 2. Just know that you're not alone. Don't be afraid. Find that inner warrior, that purpose to go on, the purpose of why you're here. Look for the signs and the clues that this person is around. So really, really nice cards here. And then with leisure, creativity, artistry, this might be another message for you to explore some creative outlets for yourself, whatever that is. And do something enjoyable. Like the 2 cups there, it just feels like going out and hanging out with other people or socializing a little bit. Or if you're an introvert, just, this is just 2 cups, so maybe one other person. But again, that reminded me of the 2 of Cups when we first flipped that up, and then we had the 2 of Cups card come up. So I wouldn't be surprised if the message is you've got a partner coming. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, Pile 2. And the decks will be in the show notes. If you want a more personalized reading with me, that will be in the show notes too, how to contact me and schedule. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, we're moving on to Pile 3. We have Torc. And we have the garnet, this raw garnet. It's got some weight to it. It's really, really nice. I just love this. And you can kind of see the crystals in there a little bit. So we have Torc card is a 36. It's wealth, money matters, and status. So 36 might be connected to this person's age or time when they died. Or it could be maybe 36 years ago that they left, or something connected to that 36. So the number might mean something to you as far as who's going to come in for this session. So keep that in mind. And we're going to lay out your oracle cards here. So we've got your cards, and then we've got some tarot cards to lay out. So the personality types that we have coming up here, we have child nature, and we have priest. So that's an interesting combination. So you might have 2 different people coming in, or one of these coming in. So just kind of think about what resonates here. This is very interesting because we have wealth, money matters, and status, and we have priest, which could be like a priest, priestess, like an earth-based religion, or it could be something like Catholic priest. And a Catholic priest typically renounces wealth and that kind of thing. And so it's just interesting. But this to me would be a person that could possibly be a priest or a nun, or somebody that was very spiritually oriented. They lived a very spiritually focused life and concerned about their spirituality, or somebody that went to church with you, or that was in your, shared your belief system. This also kind of feels to me like maybe one of you had somebody that was buried with some type of religious ceremony and a priest present, something like that. Okay, child nature. So this could be somebody that is a very gentle soul. but also could be a child as well. So we've got different kinds of energies coming in here. So see if one of these really resonates with you. So I also feel like not only a nun or priest or a person that's very spiritual, but a person that could have been very religious, or they became religious shortly before they passed. They were very concerned about where they were going, that type of thing. So wealth, money matters, and status. So this kind of feels like possibly these are maybe status in the church, but wealth and money matters could be something that's going on with you right now because of this person's death, or it brought up these issues when this person passed. Okay, so let's roll the dice for you. So we have a 5. And I feel like the 5 could be related to the child card here. So this could be age or month, and a 6. So 56 could also be an age, maybe, for one of these people, or a year. So I would write those numbers down, see if they mean anything to you. All right, so we're going to lay out some ancestor spirit cards. We have clear your mind. And we also have re-energize your life. So clear your mind says be present, focus, embrace. Re-energize your life says clear, positive space, and harmony. So these are messages around these people. So maybe one of them was like a neat freak, or very, very clean, or they were the exact opposite. It was like just very messy. So this could be one of the qualities of one of these people coming in. I know a lot of times children can have really messy rooms, but so can adults. I mean, they can have a messy house. I was very messy as a child. Don't know what my problem was, but I could not keep my room straightened up. So I kind of feel like that is one of the things that we're seeing here with this card. Also, clear your mind. So this is really interesting because we have clear your mind and we have clear on this card. So this kind of gives me a sense of maybe meditation would help you to talk with this person or the people that you've lost. Feels like they're definitely wanting to talk. So let's see what their message was for you. It was my time to go. All right, so that to me always means that this person went when they went. So I think we have doorways. I call them death doorways. They're opportunities for us to leave, and we usually have more than one. So our soul usually chooses based on what's happening when it's going to go. Sometimes it's us consciously choosing. Usually it's the soul. It was my time to go means that it could have been their last doorway. We had that 56, maybe that was their year they were born and they were older. I don't know, but this means that no matter what you try to do, nothing will stop them from leaving at that point. So if they're sick, you're not going to be able to get them to the doctor in time. They're not going to be able to save the person. If they try to take their own life, which I don't know if I sense that here or not, but you're not going to be able to stop it. It was their time where they were exiting. So no matter what happens, that's why nothing works. Nothing will stop it. And when that happens, it means it's just their time. So there's nothing you can do about it. Including, rehashing, if I only done something different or said something different, or if I'd been there more, pushed them to go to the doctor, if I had done X, Y, or Z. Also, like when somebody gets in an accident, like a car wreck or something, and they survive, and it's like, God, I should not have lived through that. I don't know what's going on. That's usually them passing a death doorway. But if they get in that wreck and there's just no saving them, it means it was their time to go. So, well, if I would have just warned them or talked to them longer, they wouldn't have been driving at that time. So this is, don't clear your mind. Don't take responsibility, because this person was going no matter what. And sometimes people choose a shorter life, so they can go at age 5 or age 26, and we think, wow, that's just way too young. But it is, time is very relative, and what may feel like a short life for you might have felt very long for them. So they went when they were supposed to go, or when they wanted to go. So clear, positive space, harmony. This feels like clear your mind. Clear your mind to move forward in a positive way, but also, and we just have clear your mind. So this card feels like it's saying clear your mind, and then we have clear your mind. So be present, focus, embrace. So this person is telling you, notice what you have, notice what's good, the family, the people still around you, and celebrate that. Enjoy your life. Okay, so I do get a sense of an actual child here, especially with the mother holding the child, with other, looks like maybe another mother and child. I think maybe for some of you, this might have been a twin. So either a twin spirit, like, twin spiritual person, or a literal twin, or somebody that looked like you. And it also could be like with this light attribute, shadow attribute on these cards, it could have been like somebody that was kind of like your opposite, your yin to your yang kind of thing. So let's go this a little more. This does feel like very spiritual person, this card here, with this re-energize your life, clear, positive space, harmony, and the be present. So it does feel like somebody that was very focused on life, why they were here, what they were doing here, that type of thing. And this, whether this was an adult or a child, this pure soul here does feel like they were very clear-minded, just like this is saying, but also had a clear idea of maybe what they were doing here. It's almost like a wisdom on some level. And with a child too, be present, focus, embrace. That's kind of like a child where they they just live in the moment. They don't think about the future. And that's kind of what this feels like. Now we do have pets mentioned here, and animals. So I do get a little bit of a sense, and maybe even a bird that somebody lost, or somebody has lost a pet here, especially with the bunny too. So that could be something coming up here as well. Maybe you also have an animal coming in. I would say that animal feels very connected to your soul and will be around. You will see them again. You will also see any of those you loved and lost. You will see them again as well. Doesn't mean that you have to reincarnate again, because this gets me the feeling of like some type of more Eastern look and an Eastern philosophy here, of a spiritual philosophy that would say, we'll all see each other somewhere. All right, so let's go back to the wealth, money, status here, and how this relates in. This person could have been somebody that donated a lot of money for animal rights or for religious purposes, or their church or something like that. We kind of had that come up in, I believe it was the second pile too. So you might have that person coming through twice, hoping you're going to pick. Which pile are you going to pick? Oh my gosh, just show up in both so that they get the message. So I kind of feel like maybe you could do a small donation in their honor. If this is somebody that has cost you a lot of money with their death, know that they appreciate it, and that you will have that coming back to you tenfold, whatever you've lost monetarily. If there's some type of legal issue going on, I don't know if I necessarily sense that here, but some of you might have a legal tie-up with the money. This is kind of just saying that it's going to come through. Let's lay out your tarot cards. Okay, so we have 7 of arrows. That's interesting. Okay. Ace of bowls. That's nice. Temperance or blend. Some very nice cards here. 7 of bowls. So we have 2 7s here. And I kind of right off the bat felt like the 7s related to this person that was on the spiritual quest, or maybe they were trying to find their spirituality, or they needed some kind of spirituality and they really got lost. So some of these people do feel that way. They were lost spiritually, but know that nobody's ever lost. And they didn't, like some people get concerned, well, you didn't have your last rites, or you didn't have this or that, but it was my time to go. They went when they were supposed to, in the way that they were supposed to. And it's never easy to leave this world. You know, a lot of ways that we die are, I'm sorry, I'm bumping the camera. A lot of the ways that we die can be very disturbing or difficult. 7 of arrows is some kind of deception, but this is interesting how this gentleman here kind of almost looks like he's got priest garb on, with this priest card sitting here under him. So it could be that you went to the priest for last rites on this person and brought them in. Maybe you had a service said in their honor. It, you know, like I said, part of your church or part of your religion for some of you, this person. But with the 7 of arrows, this is somebody that passed, that you have a lot of concerns about their soul, or what happened. Are they okay? You're worried about saving their soul, and maybe they did some things in their life that wasn't so great. And this is saying all's forgiven. It's the 7 of arrows is shifting into 7 of bowls, which is 7 of cups. And that is more of a rejoicing type card, especially with the little dolphin here of happiness in the card. It looks like something's on this. That's interesting. These trees down here with the water, it almost looked like it said star. So I'm wondering if there's just a star in the sky or something up there that it's like they're a star in the sky if they're shining down on you. Maybe they were a star, maybe they were a little bit famous, but also star card is healing. So this person is healed. Whatever was bothering them or was the issue, they're healed. But this is really a message for you, because this is balance and happiness for this person, and blend. So these are messages for you as well, to get your arrows in line. Be honest with people, be open. And if there's somebody around you that's not trustworthy, pay attention. Be willing to admit it, look at it in the face. Ace of bowls here. This is Ace of cups, joy overflowing, inspired, love. So this is a feeling of a new chapter in your life where you're more in love with life. You're really feeling the flow. You're feeling connected to everything, this blend card with it. So you feel at one, because she's got the water here. And this is the Ace of cups overflowing with the water. And it's like feeling a part of life again, a healing, a cleansing, especially with this clear, positive space, these clearing cards. Clear your mind of the old sorrows, the old issues, the old stuff. Start fresh. Clear your space. Maybe you need to get rid of some old stuff that reminds you of either one of these people that have come in. Maybe they did some bad things and you need to let go of their stuff, and they're okay with that, to get it out of your space and to be healed. Because sometimes we can lose people that have abused us in life. This also feels like clearing out anything out of your own space that doesn't bring you joy and happiness and fulfillment. So this is a renewal of feeling connected to life, of dreams happening for you, coming true, with this rainbow energy. And then we have 7 of bowls. So you can still feel confused at the moment, or directionless, or not knowing what is it that makes me happy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And it's okay, because the clarity will come. This is saying using your intuition, and maybe this person that's here to see you, or more than one person, is going to help you or nudge you or give you a sign, and hey, go this way, do this. So follow the more subtle clues to find happiness. Appreciate the day, appreciate the small things. Clear your space out. Clear out the people that don't belong there anymore, so that you can think again, so that you can spread your own energy out and be yourself again. That's our messages for you. So they're still with you. And I feel like one of them or more is asking for forgiveness from you. And it doesn't mean that you have to forgive them, but it does release them. And it clears that old energy between the two of you. So it is going to free you, so that you can move out of this feeling into the love with yourself and with life again, and be set free. Some of the people coming in are the spiritual minded people, are wanting you to know that you can move into that spiritual energy right now, and that they found it, they found peace. If you've lost a child, or this is somebody that is very dear to you, that's this pure soul here, or a pet, because a lot of people have pets as children. Again, and we had this in one of the other ones too, the rainbow bridge. And the card that came up, it's the same deck, so it can't come up twice because I already dealt it out, but it did have animals with a rainbow, and it made me think of Rainbow Bridge, which is kind of what this feels like. Your pets are being taken care of. They're very happy, they're nourished, and they're blended in. It's this feeling of being loved and joy. So I do feel like they're around you as well. And we do have a 7, a 1, a 14, and a 7. So these might also mean something to you as well. I did roll a 1 and a 4 in the last. So I feel like maybe 2 of these piles might be connected. So if you got drawn to more than one pile, you might want to watch another one. I believe it was number 2, but I don't remember. So we did get 14 twice. So this could be an age or a date, or you could reverse it to the 41. So anyway, 7-7 could also be something significant too, or 7's connected to you or this person. Maybe it feels like one of these people was concerned with wealth, money, and status in life. And maybe they got too focused on that, and you are worried about their spiritual growth, which is kind of interesting with the opposite, the priest that gives that up. So this could be somebody that really was concerned with that, and they have learned that love is really what's important, love and family, and staying connected to everything, and not separating from people, or doing things to others that cause separation or division, or pain. This person's learned this lesson, and they're wanting you to experience that joy of life that maybe they missed, but they missed it. But it doesn't mean that they didn't understand it then after they left. So, all right, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed your messages. If you liked any of these decks and they're still available, you'll find a link in the show notes. If you want to get a more detailed reading with me, those are available on my website. So that will also be in the show notes. And I want to say thank you so much for listening today and letting me read for you and your loved ones. And it was their time to go. That was your message for them. And be present and move forward. You know, embrace what's happened. It's part of the cycle of life, and go forward and let go of what you need to let go of. But they haven't forgotten you. They're still with you, and they'll always be connected to you. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.